I got a topic I want to pop it off with. Pardon me, guys.
He's not COVID.
No, it's not COVID. CBD. Smoking CBD.
All right, what's this topic? Come on now.
The topic is about this Twitch streamer called Sweet Anita. Sorry about the S's. I knew it started with an S. I was just waiting for my phone to open. Sweet Anita. She has Tourette's.
Oh, you want to talk about this?
And as I've researched so far, okay, she has not been banned off of Twitch, but
this happened a while ago, didn't it?
Yeah, but no, there's highlights. There's literal highlight videos of her Tourette's, and I'm gonna read some of the most interesting stuff we have here, but a lot of it is anti-Semitic, a lot of it is racial, and so it leads me to a question. Is like, okay, so where do people with Tourette's get the motivation for the words they're saying? Like the formation of the word. What is that in the Tourette? Because it's a tic for sure, but what dictates that?
I don't know. That's interesting. I kind of just wrote off Tourette's as like the disease that kind of triggers your impulses, but I never knew if it was based off of like some kind of repression or trauma or something specific.
I just looked up Tourette's syndrome, and it says Tourette's syndrome or Tourette's is a common neurodevelopment disorder that begins in childhood. What's really the cause? Characterized by multiple movement tics and at least one vocal tic. Common tics are blinking, coughing, throat clearing, sniffling, and facial movements.
So,
why do they yell specifically?
Okay, I have a theory. I have a working theory on her. She has Tourette's. She's using the fact that she has Tourette's and that she has a niche audience or had a niche audience that like to see her Tourette's to do something on Twitch that nobody else can do and get away with. And she's monetizing it. I think we need to hold this bitch accountable.
Well, say one of the things that happened here.
One of the things? Don't worry. Because the reason I haven't said it yet is because once I say this, any of the things she said, all accountability goes out the window, first off. You guys won't even buy it. First off, one of them was kill all the Jews.
Jeez.
I didn't know Tourette's was whole sentences. Another one was fuck your couch, nigga.
It's also references.
They're referencing, like, what? She said, meow, meow, nigga. I'm just a nigga with a rocket launcher. She seems to love the Boondocks.
What? So, okay. That's actually interesting because I've never, like, honestly, if somebody told me they had Tourette's, I would just kind of be like, oh, okay, I understand. And I wouldn't, like, dig deeper. But
keep saying it's
it makes
racist
sense.
shit.
Like, yo, are you really going to be able to quote? Like, is that a part of a neurological disorder, being able to randomly quote things at any given time?
And in her defense, she says, whatchamacallit? In her defense, she said,
well, the vocal version of Tourette's apparently, right here, what I just looked up is, I don't even know how to say this right, caprolalia?
Caprolalia?
I don't know how to maybe that's it right there. But it says that syndrome is the cause of it's unknown, but down in neuro blah blah blah. It's thought to be linked to the brain's basal ganglia as well as abnormal levels of neurotransmitters, particularly dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine.
You say something about racism in there?
No, it's saying, I guess, the parts of the brain that it triggers, why she might have, like, it triggers, like, outbursts. What I'm trying to figure out is
what section of her brain does she have those words in?
Exactly.
That's where it's going.
Exactly.
Is it, words I shouldn't say, don't say this? Fuck your couch, nigga.
Yeah, dude.
It's really, it makes sense. Why those specific words? Like, how come when she has one of those tics, because it seems like a rush, like it says here, dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. Like, so in that rush of those endorphins, why do you go to that? That's interesting, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
We're gonna solve it here.
No, I don't think
we're figuring it out tonight.
I mean, if that's what they're, if that's what they're stuck on, then I guess that'd be interesting research if that's what they're stuck on. But for real,
I mean, I've always seen in movies and stuff like that, like Tourette syndrome just has them randomly saying like larger, like whole sentences and stuff like that. But now put into context, like it's clearly the joke of it, but I would imagine that actual Tourette syndrome just focuses on one word, and it's just like, dude, that guy just screams cat for some reason. It's just it's where his brain is at when it happens.
Yeah, they don't really say why.
She's seen that episode of goddamn South Park where Cartman used fake having Tourette's to goddamn get away with going crazy.
So my theory, and this is, I guess, also justify, I guess not the word justify, but to make sense of it, is that, so obviously you're saying that she quotes the Boondocks a lot. So what if Tourette's is just when you see her see things and hear things, and in that sudden rush of those endorphins, you say words that, or phrases that in your mind you've tried to, I guess, repress. It just lets the door open that you've been trying to hold, if that makes sense.
I can understand the concept that it pushes a memory to the front of your head, and you have to.
Well, is it a memory, or is it some, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's exactly in the back of their mind suddenly jumping forward? Is it a memory, or is it something that they're mentally trying to suppress all the time because they can't, obviously, like, they're aware of their tic, they're aware of their Tourette's. So they understand when they Tourette's, like, they say these particular outbursts. Often they had to have memories or experiences of their certain outbursts. I understand, like, crap, when I, have a moment, whatever, that's what I usually go to. So what if in your mind you're trying to, like, constantly repress that when it finally happens, that's your go-to?
That's messed up, man, because that means, like, is this woman secretly anti-Semitic and a racist? That her memory, like, the repression, the thing she's fighting is, like, those conflicts, and then it just comes to the front of her?
Well, how I try to explain it is because she's young, right? She's like, what, late teens, mid-teens, or early 20s? Yeah. Like, she's young. When I'm assuming there's a level of pain that comes with this Tourette's. I think there's some pain involved. I'm not honestly 100% sure. I could look it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure there's some pain involved.
It looks painful.
Yeah. So I would assume in those moments you tend to express that pain in either a vocal or physical manner. I've seen some people, they do something like, with their emotions, they have like a tic, literally. So I'm assuming when you're young, if they have the corporeal version, the way they express that might have been, words that you probably shouldn't say. Because let's be honest, a lot of people in that age use the N-word a lot, or other words, or say something you shouldn't say.
I remember when kids used to stub their toe and say nigga.
I mean, I'm like I said, it's my theory trying to, that's why I use the word justify.
Me too, John.
I mean, you got all these.
Go for it. Talk to me.
But, like, does it not make sense? Because kids be saying things they shouldn't be saying, even though we got this movement saying, whatnot. I'm not going to get into that. That's besides the point. But kids do say things.
There is no point here today, Gene. You can go on any point you want to.
We can just go down any rabbit hole.
Any rabbit hole.
Hey, it's fake deep thinking, right?
Come on now.
But does that not make sense? Is what I'm trying to, I guess, get at or ask y'all or put out there.
It makes sense up until you say, "Fuck your couch, nigga." Like, pardon me, but that's where all credibility is. Like, what are you talking about?
I guess if she was sitting here, my first question would be, where in your life before this, or the first time, did you ever say, "Fuck your couch"? Like, what, like?
You know what? If she was like,
and I'm curious.
I just finished watching some Chappelle. Or she was like, y'all, I just watched Django. And, like
all right.
Like, that's the only, like, it has to be something recent. Like, y'all, man, look, I just seen Soul Plane, or that's it. She said she's half black, though. So,
what if she saw 12 Years a Slave?
Oh, God. Roots.
Oh. That's why I'm curious exactly. Man, I'm just curious where that would come from.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching a clip of Fake Deep Thinking. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe, like the clip, leave a comment, and check out our page for more content. Full episodes of Fake Deep Thinking are released every Friday on Podbean, iTunes, and Spotify. Check it out.